we're gonna do some self-evaluation. So we're gonna do some self-evaluation. Before we do that, I wanna give you a little backdrop of the story to David. Back in the day, there was an ark of the Lord. It was like this big ark, right? And this ark of the Lord, you know, they would travel with it. And this ark of the Lord really was like the presence of God in like this big box. And they would travel with it from land to land. And it was very sacred. And like, if you touched it, like you had to have a reverence and an appreciation and respect for this thing, because it was literally the presence of God in this ark. And if you touch it, like you would drop dead. Like it was serious. Like, we're gonna do a little self-evaluation. Is God present in your life? Is God really present in my life? Do I really involve in my life? Do I really spend time with him? Do I talk to him? Do I ever get in his word to know him better? Do I live my life for him, honestly? There's no judgment. Where God is present, his blessings and favorites tend to be there. God isn't present in my life. Wherever God is, his blessings are also there. He blesses where he's at. If God is over there, he's gonna bless over there. If God is over there, he's gonna bless over there. If God is in here, he's gonna bless in here. But in order for him to be there, he has to be present in your life. And if a lot of us want blessings and we want favor and we want all these things, but don't have God present in our life, we don't allow God to be present in our life, we don't seek God, we don't invite him into our life, we don't make time for him, we're not intentional with him, we sometimes get so busy for him, or we're not motivated for it. I've been guilty of it. We want the blessings that come from God, but we don't want to make time for him. We don't want him to be present in our life. And we don't have God present in our life just to receive his blessings. Have God present in your life because life can be hard sometimes. But we need God to be present with us to help us get through those things. And if it takes God, me having just taking a little time out of my day to have God to be present in my life, if it only takes for me to allow him, to invite him into my life to be present, to receive all that I need for him in this chaotic world, then I'm gonna do it. I need that. And that first part was for people who God isn't present in your life. Because my life changed when I invited him to be present in my life. Question I asked originally, is God present in your life? Some of you answered yes and said, God is present in my life. He's present in my life, but it seems that others are receiving blessings that I'm not. Like, I pray to God, I love God with all my heart, I get in his word, I do all these things, but it's like everyone else is favored and I'm not. And I don't know about you, but I've been there. And when I'm there, I've been like mad with God. It's like, God, like, why he getting this? Why they getting this over there? I do what they do. God, like, why are they getting this and I'm not? And that's the wrong approach to have, because like, we're imperfect people. We don't deserve anything from God. God doesn't have to bless us. He blesses us because he loves us. He doesn't have to do that. He isn't obligated to do that. So just because he may choose to do so, when he decides to do so. So I want to remove that mindset that if I do this, then I get this. Because I don't want you to have this transactional relationship with God. That's not how God works. Because if it's transactional, like if I do this, then I get this, it's not a real relationship. Like I said, it's like a business exchange. That's not how God works. God isn't transactional. He does this out of love. He blesses out of our love for him. And we love him not for his blessings and what he could do for us, but love God for who he is, for how much he loves me, because how much he's there for me, because all the things he does for me. I'm gonna have a faith, I'm gonna have a patience, I'm gonna have a trust that because God is present in my life and that my heart is given to him, someday I will receive a harvest too. God's gonna answer my prayers. The things that I'm praying for will too come to pass. The ark of the Lord, and this ark of the Lord was where God's presence was. The man David, you guys know David and Goliath. He was supposed to bring this ark from one land to another. That's what he was supposed to do. That's what he was intending on doing. But there was a man, he seen a friend of his, for some reason, I think like the ark might have been falling or whatever reason, but he seen a man, a friend of his, touch this ark. And when he touched that ark, God struck him down right then and there. And David seen that, he was upset, and he was like, he cried out to God. He was like upset. So what David did was, like I said, it was intended for him to bring that ark from one land to his land. And he was like, nah. I just seen what it did to him. I'm not finna bring that ark over there. I'm not touching that ark. No, that's what happened to him. Nah, I'm not traveling that thing for me to accidentally touch it and die right there. No. You know what? I'm gonna leave the ark right there in that land. I'm gonna leave the ark right there. I don't want the responsibility of, touching that thing, or the responsibility of traveling with that thing and something happened to me. No, that's too much responsibility. Like, I'm good, I'm straight. He left it in this land, and the land that ark was blessed for the entire time that ark was there. That entire land received blessings because God was present there. But you notice how David rejected the responsibility that comes with having God present in his life. To have God present in our life, that comes with a certain responsibility, right? To have God present in our lives, that causes us to live a pure life, a holy life, a righteous life, to not have a gossiping tongue, not to be out here doing the things that everybody else is doing, and having a good heart. That comes with responsibility. And having God present in our life, like I said, that land received the blessing that was intended for David. That ark was supposed to go in David's land. He was supposed to receive it, but he turned it down because receiving that blessing comes with responsibility. A lot of us are missing out on the blessings that God wanted to give us, but we're rejecting the responsibilities that comes with having God present in our lives in order to get those blessings. I want to be blessed, but man, I can't get that up. We miss out on so much of our blessings, and we see other people getting blessed. And the only difference between you and them is, it's not that God favors them more, God loves them more. They just accepted the responsibility that comes with having a God present in your life, that comes with living a righteous life. In the book of Proverbs, it says that God favors those who are righteous.